Hello. Hey guys, how are you? So thank you for staying so late. I hope you're gonna be able to focus a little bit more. I promise I'm not gonna try to bore you very much. But since I was very vocal about that, crypto is all about finance, and financial markets are one of the most efficient one, and crypto has tons of inefficiencies. So we know that if anyone gonna be investing tons of money, it's gonna be finance bros trying to steal our gains. Therefore, I wanted to chat like how the AI will influence the crypto finance. So algorithms have been with us for years already, like since 2012, 85% of the markets have been driven by algorithms. There's nothing new, everyone knows about it. However, now those algorithms are gonna be built by AI, which is absolutely crazy. Big guys are already investing in it, and it's gonna happen sooner than later. So are we still needed? Does it even make sense to still try to compete with those guys if AI is gonna be out-competing us on every single step? So we are all familiar with the vibe coding. Everyone probably tried it. Everyone tries to do some simple coding strategy or even write a code for himself. But how much faster actually AI is? So here is a chart that shows like how much time AI needs in comparison to human being need when it comes to code something. And overall, human can write 20 to 100 lines per day. AI can write 50 to 100 per second. How much faster AI is at processing data, which is also like very crazy. So I'm trying to use some metrics that we are familiar with. So I'm using bits. And on the right-hand side, you can see the chart that shows logarithmic chart of how much faster AI thinks. I was trying to do linear, but it was like not possible to present. So human brain can process 1,000 bits per second. Modern GPUs 1 trillion, and TPUs 4 trillion bits per second. So it's like crazy. However, we haven't touched the most important thing, like how about finance, how it affects the finance. So what is very important for AI to take over the role of decision-making like entity in finance is quantitative reasoning skills. So as you can see, I took the 5 best models, and they are overall scoring on like around 92% is the best one. Yeah, so they still sometimes require some of the guidance. So now we need to ask ourselves a question: is he still sure about the math? Or actually asking a question: is he still more sure about the math? So before answering this question about myself, I'm a co-founder and CEO of Almanak. I am a mathematician, trader, and data scientist. I've been in the space for 8 years. I've seen a lot. And I want to make financial intelligence accessible to all of us. So going back to the question, is he still sure about the math? So to answer this question, we need to ask ourselves a question like what he actually does for a living, what he does at work. So those guys, the quants, they process data seeking for alpha, and they code new strategies. However, quants are 100 times slower in coding and 1 billion times slower in thinking. So do we really need them anymore? So we took at Almanak, we took those two things, the coding and the thinking, and we created agentic swarms that basically replace quants. Strategy team, which is currently already ready in production, we will be shipping it pretty soon. I'm about to present it, and the research team, which is seeking alpha, obviously is way harder to achieve because like alpha is decaying and so on. So I'm gonna give a minute to my CTO, actually 3 minutes. He's chained to his computer, as every CTO should be, therefore he's not here with us. But if you guys can please play the video, you're gonna see how our AI builds new strategies.
Up until now, building complex or even simple financial strategies in DeFi has been very hard. You need to know how to code. You need a framework, whether open source or proprietary. You need a testing suite, and you need a way to host it. This entire process used to take anywhere between 2 weeks to 2 months to have a fully tested and ready to go financial strategy. But starting today, things will change. True AI in DeFi has arrived. What I'm going to show you today is a team of agents that will, based on a single prompt, craft for you any DeFi strategy on any EVM chain or protocol that supports it, that you can directly deploy. There's a couple templates here, from stablecoin rotator to deploy your stables into different protocols, to like TA strategies on Pepe or whatever token you want. For the sake of this demo, I'm going to go for the buy degen buy. And what it's going to do is it's going to buy 10 Miggles using WETH every hour on base. I wanted to wrap some ETH and do some WETH. And on teardown, I wanted to sell all the Miggles. I also wanted to create a dashboard for me to show the price of Miggles over time and kind of the points where I bought Miggles. Yeah, we're going to go in YOLO mode and let's go. Now, what you'll see is on the right side a overview of all of the agents that are involved in the creation of the strategy. We have the strategist that will kind of craft the strategy, the state machine, and how it works. We have the coder that will then go ahead and code it for you. We have a QA engineer and a debugger that will kind of test the code and propose changes if it doesn't work. We have a reviewer to make sure that the code and the strategy are aligned and that it works as expected. And then finally, we have a UI designer that builds us a dashboard and a permission agent that will create the right permissions for the strategy to keep it non-custodial. And then finally, the deployer will deploy it to the Almanak platform for you to deploy the moment that it's ready. So let's give it a few minutes. All right, and it seems like we're done. We can see all the agents have finished. I can see the code that is produced by the coder agent. I can see exactly why the reviewer thought that the strategy has been fully approved and why the dashboard is what we actually want. And yeah, I'm ready to go ahead and deploy it. So if we now go to the Almanak platform, under strategies, if we scroll all the way down, we'll see this new strategy called buy degen buy, the one that we just created. And I have a wallet here on base. It has some ETH in it, about 20 bucks worth of ETH. So let's go ahead and buy some Miggles. So I'm going to create a new deployment.
I'm going to stop here. So Lars is just going to be clicking through the permissions on the wallet. So it's not super exciting. But you guys have seen what you can do. You can basically type any sort of strategy. We are currently working on 7 different chains and 150 different protocols. And yeah, and it builds it for you. What's very exciting, you can also deploy the strategy in the form of the vault, which is fully non-custodial. It's composable. It can participate in the DeFi Liga. So this is also very exciting. But now let's answer the questions. Are you still actually needed? So the answer is yes. Swarms still needs leadership. We've been talking with a lot of big entities, with a lot of big asset managers. No one is even remotely interested in deploying assets into fully AI-driven strategies. AI strategies hallucinate. They are black boxes. They are LLM-based. They are not comfortable with deploying more than $100. So they need leadership. Yeah. So you need to be the point of contact that deploys the strategy, manage the strategy, but agents are building it for you and seeking alpha for you. So you are needed. So does the AI going to replace us? Probably eventually, yes. Does AI smarter than us? Yes. But does it have a heart? No. You can be the heart of the swarm. A little bit of the StarCraft relation. Since I have your attention, we are launching on 7th of June the points program. So you will be able to earn some points for playing with the platform. You can apply here to get early access to the strategy team. We are looking for 10 quants that know Python. Mostly it's working, 99% is working. Sometimes it crashes, therefore the Python is very useful. And we are launching ICO on Legion 1st of September and TG on 15th. Thank you.